Obama's luxurious life after presidency, and Obama joins Secret Service Club for maximum security for the family. Before we start, I would want you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Times have changed a lot since Obama exited the White House in January of 2017, and while he may have left his career in politics behind, from speaking at events around the world to writing memoirs and signing a massive production deal with Netflix, the Obama's life after the White House has been full and very lucrative. These endeavors, along with the six-figure pension all former presidents receive, have significantly contributed to the Obama's net worth, which is at least $70 million, according to International Business Times. The New York Post pegged their fortune much higher, at $135 million. Having chosen to become the first president since Woodrow Wilson to remain in the Capitol after the end of his term, Obama purchased a 9-bedroom home in the Kalorama neighborhood with the intention of staying for 2 years so that his younger daughter Sasha could complete high school in Washington. Although he indicated at his final press conference that he did not intend to be actively involved in politics, he outlined several developments that could reverse that decision, including systematic discrimination being ratified in some fashion, the creation of obstacles to voting, and efforts to silence the press or dissent. Former President Barack Obama and Michelle Obama are a very busy couple. For her part, Michelle Obama's memoir, Becoming, was published in November 2018 and became that year's #1 best-selling book. And Obama's latest memoir, A Promised Land, sold nearly 890,000 copies within 24 hours of its November 2020 release. We do know wardrobe isn't included in the package of presidential benefits and perks. While Michelle has donned expensive designer clothes like pieces from Naeem Khan and a Versace gown worth an estimated $12,000 for special events as the First Lady, she's also known for her casual, relatable style. She's often been spotted in affordable brands like J.Crew, Target, and Converse. From philanthropic efforts to vacationing where the sun shines to making long-term investments in his daughter's education. The 44th president is said to command one of the highest rates for speaking engagements among former presidents. In 2017, news broke that Obama planned to charge as much as $400,000 per speaking engagement. The fee is equal to the salary Obama received as president and twice what former President Bill Clinton has received for speeches, according to the New York Times. Hillary Clinton's fees have varied, but the former First Lady and presidential candidate received as much as $325,000 for a single appearance in 2015, the Washington Post reports. Former President George W. Bush is reportedly paid $100,000 to $175,000 for his speaking engagements. The news of Obama's fee immediately drew criticism from liberals and conservatives alike, and critics have pointed out how often the former president criticized big banks and the growing wealth inequality. Protecting the U.S. president has presented the Secret Service with the greatest challenge in its history. But who wants to kill him? And how likely are they to succeed? History has been fortunate to other American presidents. Ronald Reagan's survival rested on a knife edge, and a handkerchief may well have saved George W. Bush. The evidence is clear and abundant. The security of the First Family is a paramount requirement of American democracy. Sadly, some Americans just don't get it. Increasingly, the protection of the First Family has become a political football. This is wrong. This protection is not about politics. It's about the deepest of American values, the sanctity of the family, and the security of our country. We mustn't forget that. There are genuine threats against the president and his family. Conservatives wrongly dismiss those by bashing security costs. By any measure, they live in an unfortunate state of public-private flux, living without the responsibilities of office, but denied the privacies of private existence. And as the Bush twins frequently illustrated, for all its apparent prestige, living inside the bubble isn't a pleasant experience. And the threat isn't exaggerated. Having worked a player security supervisor at Wimbledon for 7 years, we can confirm that high-profile individuals attract an array of psychopaths, obsessives, and violent extremists. The First Family is at the highest receiving end of this threat spectrum. As they enter their difficult teenage years, the first daughters will be forced to endure ever-increasing scrutiny. Sadly, this is probably unavoidable. Regardless, we must remember that when we hear stories of expensive vacations, We're not gaining insight to a couple of profligate prima donnas. We're just ensuring that this vacation doesn't end with an Al-Qaeda video. Protection isn't a political game. It's a constant struggle between those who would do harm and those who would stop that evil. That's all for today. I hope you liked the video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so that you never miss any amazing video from us.